Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Talk of Champions live stream on Bama Insider. My name is Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com, coming to you from Orlando, Florida. Feel free to call into the line tonight, 205-686-3604. I want to get your game predictions for Alabama and Louisville. Just a couple days away. College football season is finally here. It's a big one. I mean, Alabama, the defending national champions, going against Louisville. Game time September 1st. 7:15 kickoff. That is Central Time. Orlando at Camping World Stadium. 60,000 going to be attendance for this one to see Alabama, who is a 25-point favorite, taking on Louisville. Feel free to call into the show. I want to get your game prediction tonight. 205-686-3604. Open the show by playing Nick Saban's opening comments going into Louisville. Now, this is Wednesday. Here's Nick Saban talking about Louisville.
Well, it's good to be in game week. You know, we've got a lot of new faces around here, new players, trying to teach guys how to prepare for a game, how important now the next step is to what we do of, you know, the mental preparation, the mental practice.
All right, before we finish that out, we got a call coming in. First call of the night. Here we go. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for calling. From Orlando, Florida. This is Kyle Henderson. What you got? Who am I on the line with?
Tyler.
Where are you from, buddy?
Darden, Alabama.
All right, man. What are you thinking about this matchup between Alabama and Louisville? What's your score prediction?
I think it's going to be a good one. I just wanted your opinion. Who you think is going to be the quarterback?
Oh, you want to talk quarterback? Hey, turn your computer down so we can hear it a little bit better. In terms of the quarterback position, I mean, Nick Saban has refused to say who's going to start going into this football game. I completely understand why. It's hard for Bobby Petrino to prepare for any type of quarterback, whether you're going to get Tua Tagovailoa or you're going to get Jalen Hurts. I'm sure a lot of the calls are going to be surrounding the quarterback situation, which Nick Saban hasn't divulged any information on. Either way you spin it, Louisville's going to have a tough time with the other quarterback. Kind of have a gut feeling that Jalen's probably going to get the first initial snaps, but just as Nick Saban said, he said, don't assume anything. So what does that mean? We'll just have to find out at kickoff.
That's all I wanted to know, man. I'm ready for it.
All right, buddy. Thanks for calling in.
Bye-bye.
205-686-3604. Want to get your game predictions for Alabama, Louisville, the score prediction. I want you to call in. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of the score. The score will be Alabama favored by 25 points Saturday night against Louisville. Here's that continuation of Nick Saban's press conference. Let me line that up for you guys. Give me 1 second.
And we just went into one reel, just making calls and getting guys to understand how to really get ready to play a game. It's not just physical on the field, but it's also mental, quite a bit of mental between now and the game. Can eliminate a lot of errors in the game, help a guy go in the game with more confidence, better understanding of what he's supposed to do, and go play fast and be able to sustain that and play with a lot of discipline for, you know, the entire game. So, you know, this week we've gradually improved. I think one of the big things that you get concerned about is getting the team back, getting their players back, getting their legs back, and that's, you know, part of the reason for going inside, try to get out of the heat a little bit so the guys have a better chance to recover, but that's also something that's important from their standpoint, a part of preparation to take care of themselves and do the things they need to recover, whether it's, you know, rest, eat correctly, do the cold tubs after practice or whatever it is. So, you know, we got another day of preparation tomorrow. Sure we can use, you know, every bit of it. There's a lot of situations that you try to cover for a first game, whether it's special teams, offense, defense, that we try to do in these last 2 days. So still a lot to learn for a lot of these players in these next couple practices.
Starting right with Ben.
All right, that was Nick Saban talking about Louisville going into this week. My name is Kyle Henderson, 205-686-3604. I'm not sure why the chat on the top right of the screen isn't working. I'll have to update that. So a little bit of technical difficulties, but I am in Orlando, Florida. Weather's beautiful. Should be a wonderful setting for Saturday night's game. And here, I'm all checked in, and what you can expect is tons of coverage from our staff at BamaInsider.com, including a live chat to follow on Sunday, kind of to recap the entire action. Call in tonight. I want to get your game prediction going into Saturday. I want to hear a final score, 205-686-3604. Some interesting stats. I've been pulling all sorts of stats for this game. It's pretty interesting going into this one. So the last meeting between Louisville and Alabama was in 1991. Guess who won? Yeah, Louisville, 34-7. All time, Louisville is 1-2 against Alabama. And Bobby Petrino is 0-4 against Nick Saban. Remember, he was coached at Arkansas 2011, 2010, 2009, and 2008. Alabama got them all those times. Alabama is, check this out, 19-5 under Nick Saban in neutral site games last season. Alabama was 3-0 in neutral site games against their opponents. They defeated Florida State 24-7, the Chick-fil-A Kickoff Bowl, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Then defeated Clemson in the All-State Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. And then they beat Georgia 26-23 back at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. These are just going to be stats that I'm going to be rolling out, and you can catch all this back on Saturday. I'll put it on BamaInsider.com so you guys can read something fresh for Saturday going into the game. Nick Saban is 11-0 in season openers. Under Nick Saban in season openers, the Crimson Tide has averaged 39.5 points per game and given up just 11.5 per game. Alabama's offense has averaged 428 yards per game to their opponents, 201 yards. So maybe that's why Vegas likes this at a 25-point spread for Alabama against Louisville. We're talking Alabama versus Louisville predictions. Call in. I want to get your score predictions. Call-in line is open, 205-686-3604. Like I said, usually we have a chat on this right side of the screen, left, right. I'll have to update that. I'm not sure what's going on with that, so my apologies. Nick Saban is 11-3 all-time against ACC teams, 4-0 against ACC teams in openers. Alabama is 7-1 against ACC under Nick Saban, with their only loss coming to Clemson in the 2017 national title game. Alabama has defeated 73 consecutive unranked teams under head coach Nick Saban. Alabama has defeated 73 unranked teams in a row, which is the longest streak in FBS history. The current streak began on December 30th, 2007 against Colorado in the Independence Bowl. Feel free to call into the line anytime, 205-686-3604. I wanted some game predictions. Come on, I thought you guys would be giving me more. I know we got them on the chat, but you guys call in. I want to hear what you guys have to say regarding this game. I can see it on the chat. I mean, anybody. All right, here we go. Got somebody. All right. Hey, who am I on the line with?
I can see it on the chat. Anybody?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going? Hey, turn your computer down. I think we lost the call. Call in again. All right. When you guys call in and turn your computer down. Otherwise, there's like an echo and it's hard for us to hear each other. 205-686-3604. Taking your calls on BamaInsider.com. Just a couple days away, finally, for the showdown between Alabama, ranked number 1 in the coaches poll and the AP poll, taking on unranked Louisville. Alabama, 25-point favorite. I want to get your game prediction, so call in 205-686-3604. As we continue to move forward with some more stats, Alabama has won 125 games since 2008. The Crimson Tide have won 125 games since 2008 under Nick Saban, which is the most in FBS. In 2008, Alabama won 12 games. In 2009, they were a perfect 14-0. In 2010, they were 10-3. In 2010 and in 2011, they were 12-1, 11-2. In 2013 and 2014, they were 12-2. All right, here we go. I think we got the call. Hey, what's going on? It's Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with?
Yeah, this is Charlie.
What's up, Charlie? Where are you from, buddy?
I am from Red Bay, Alabama.
All right. What's your score prediction for this upcoming matchup with Louisville?
I'm going to say Bama 45, Louisville. I'm going to give Louisville a little bit of credit. I'm going to give them 24.
Do you have any concerns about Alabama's secondary going into this game?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm giving Louisville 24 because I think we could. I think they're gonna get a few deep passes on the Alabama's defense.
All right, Charlie. And before I let you go, who takes the first snap at quarterback in your opinion?
I think Coach is gonna go with Jalen. I think he's gonna give him one more chance, and if Jalen starts screwing up, he's gonna be back on the bench. We're gonna put the Hawaii boy back in there.
Hey. All right. Well, I appreciate the call, and thanks for the call, buddy. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, there you go. 205-686-3604. Charlie feels that Jalen is going to take the first snap. I mean, to be honest, I'm starting to feel like that too. But as Nick Saban said, don't assume anything. He didn't have to field any questions regarding the quarterback situation Wednesday night when he last met with the media. We'll play some more Nick Saban press conference right now. Here he is this last Wednesday in his final press conference before Louisville. All right, but before we do that, we got a call coming in. Let me swap this out. There we go. Hello, thanks for calling the show. It's Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with?
Hey, man, you on the phone with Ryan Stanfield from Montgomery, Alabama.
What's up, man? How's Montgomery lately?
Man, it's good. Well, actually, I moved from Montgomery. I'm in Prattville now, but I was born in Montgomery, but that's not the point. Man, I'm calling in to talk about some Alabama football.
All right, man, go ahead, shoot.
In my opinion, like talking about the QB dilemma, I think everybody. It's almost like a sitcom or like one of those daytime shows with this QB situation Bama has. You're either Team Tua or Team Jalen. I'm just happy we have both of them on the team. I root for both of them. Both of them are part of the team, regardless if it's a walk-on bench player or if it's a five-star, player that starts every game. But as much as I like Tua, I think Saban is going to go with Jalen. I agree with the caller who called in before me. I think he's going to start him. And as soon as, probably Jalen, doesn't, produce like he should, I think he'll go with Tua.
I asked the last caller who called in, defensive concerns seem to be around the secondary. Do you have any concerns going into Saturday that Louisville might be able to put up a few more points than people are expecting?
Yeah, I do. I'm not going to bash, Louisville until, the game's over and we, do win. But, no, I'll give them credit. I won't give them, I think, 24 points or whatever, but, maybe 7, maybe 14 points. At most I would agree with that guy, 24 or 21, whatever he said, but I don't think nothing over that. I think they'll do, maybe some trick plays or deep passes. Our secondary ain't really all that strong. And I don't think, this offseason we've had linebackers get hurt, didn't we?
Yeah, you have Terrell Lewis, who got banged up and with the ACL before the season. Then you had Chris Allen in fall camp. So I got another call coming in, but thanks for calling in, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Yeah.
All right. Hey, it's Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with? Hey, hello. All right, let's try it again. Hey, what's going on? It's Kyle Henderson.
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Keith Lee from Washington, D.C., by way of Montgomery, Alabama.
Hey, man, I used to live in Washington, D.C. I love Washington, D.C. I used to work on Federal Triangle and used to live in Alexandria. I take the Metro in every day, so I got great respect for D.C., man. What you got for me tonight?
Hey, I was just calling real quick, man, to wish the entire football team and my boy Jalen Hurts a great game coming up, man. Roll Tide.
All right, man, you got a score prediction before you bounce out?
I'll give it 37 to 14.
I like that score, man. I appreciate it. You have a good night, man.
You too now. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, 205-686-3604. Usually, I've been saying this in our show, we have a chat feature that pops up on the screen. It's not showing up, so I'm going to fix that up for the next show. My bad on that, because it's a cool feature. I think, people like that. We got another call in. Hey, what's up? You're on the line. This is Kyle Henderson.
Hey, how's it going, man?
What's up, buddy? Where you from?
I'm from Boaz, Alabama.
All right, and what's your name?
Zach?
All right, man. Go ahead, Zach. What you got?
Yeah, I just wanted to call and talk about the QB situation and the secondary. I hear a lot about the secondary. People are talking about, of course, it's new, but they're talking about a weak secondary. They keep saying it's, they may have a weak secondary, but I think possibly it could be just, they're all talented, of course. They're at Alabama, so just because they're new doesn't mean it's going to be weak. That's the way I see it for the secondary. So I think of course there's going to be some adjustment period, but I think they're going to catch up, and I think it's going to be fine. I look at this Louisville game, and I'm thinking maybe 17 points because I'm thinking early on they're probably going to fish out some plays. They're going to get some deep passes, get some offense going. But I think we're going to start getting it together around the second quarter, and I think we'll shut them down a little bit. I think they maybe score 10 in the first quarter, maybe another touchdown throughout the game, but I think I'm looking at about 17 points.
Give me a.
And as far as go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, as far as the QB situation, I think a lot of people are looking at it from a different angle. They're saying, I hear a lot. Of course, there's different opinions, but I hear a lot about start Jalen. If he does bad, then possibly put Tua in and see what happens there. But I'm thinking Nick Saban knows more about football than all of us combined, and that's just reality. So he's going to start. He's already said it, and what a giveaway was for me is when he said, I owe it to the players to play the best player. So I think he's going to go with Tua. I think Tua's already won the starting job. I don't think that he's going to say that to us or he's going to tell Louisville who's going to be starting so they can prepare. They've got to prepare for both of them, which is double the trouble, I guess. But I think that Tua's already won the job if you look at what he's done in the scrimmages. He's multiple touchdowns, no interceptions. Jalen's struggled a little bit in the first one. Second one, he did a little better, but still I think Tua outplayed him. I think they tried to make it seem to the media maybe it was a little closer than it was. But in my opinion, I think he's going to go with Tua, especially when you look at the benefits. In my opinion, I think you're going to lose one of them, whoever you play, because I think Tua knows he's better. I think Jalen knows he's probably not producing the way that people think he should. And also, you got to look at Tua's younger brother coming in, who's really, really good. So, I mean, you take the liability of if starting Jalen just because you can say he earned it. He earned that right because he's what he's done on the field. But when you look at it overall, you say you play the better player, and you don't take the chance of losing possibly the better player and his brother just to play the more experienced player, especially when your defense may not be able to do what they have in the past years.
Hey, good calling, man. I appreciate it. Calling again next time.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
205-686-3604. Good calling. I mean, that's a good point. You got to think about it from this perspective, too. I mean, you get Tua in, and then you got to look who's coming up. Talia. I mean, Talia's been slicing them up already. We might even play some clips here in a second. Hey, what's up? What's your name and where you from? All right, remember, when you guys call in, turn your volume down when I answer the line. Talia Tungavailoa out of Thompson High School, slicing up the competition. Same with Paul Tyson. You guys check out those clips. We got them posted on BamaInsider.com. 2 quarterback commits for Alabama in the class of 2019. Those guys, that's the next quarterback battle or the next quarterback debate that we're going to have here in a couple years. I mean, it's going to be, who do you want to start? Bear Bryant's great-grandson or Talia Tungavailoa, the younger brother of Tua Tungavailoa. Call into the show, 205-686-3604. I was reading a bunch of stat lines before this game, so you can rewind that or watch or listen to that tomorrow. We got another call in. Hey, what's up, man? You're on the line. Where are you calling from, and what's your name?
I am calling from Detroit, Michigan, and this is Big Ty.
What's up, man? Go ahead, shoot.
Well, one of the things that I just wanted to mention very, very briefly is one of the units that's not really talked about is Alabama's offensive line. And for the last 10 years, we've been this good because our offensive line has been just that good. So that's one of the things that I'm really excited to see come Saturday is Alabama's offensive line impose its will. Not the quarterback play, not necessarily the running backs, not the route runners, not the defense, not the secondary, but what makes us our money. And our offensive line, that's our money makers. Thanks a lot.
I appreciate it. Fantastic call. My goodness. The offensive line for Alabama is going to be straight fire. We got another call coming in. Hey, you're on the line. What's your name and where you from?
My name's Tim. I'm from Parrish, Alabama.
What you got, man? Go ahead. Shoot.
I think that it would be a big mistake for us not to start Tua, because I think with Tua, we have a chance to have one of the best offenses in Knicks history.
You think? I mean, you think it's that simple? I mean, you think Tua just he's a plug and play from what you've seen, and you think that he's the absolute guy for the job? I mean, I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just kind of getting you to elaborate a little bit more.
No, I don't think that he's like automatically won the job because of that. But I mean, his resume speaks for itself. I know he played a lot of cleanup and all of that, but I mean, he also come in on the biggest stage that there is, and they scored all of our points, and Jalen scored none. And I honestly think we would have beat Auburn, or at least been a better game, if Tua would have played in that game. What do you think?
I actually agree with you. Jalen didn't have his best showing in that game. Auburn's defense, though, I mean, that game was straight nasty. I mean, I've never seen Alabama get dominated like that. Got another call coming in. Thanks for calling, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Hey, you're on the line. It's Kyle Henderson. What's your name and where are you from? Hey, you're on the line. Hello? Hello, hello? All right. Okay. 205-686-3604. There we go. Hey, good evening. It's Kyle Henderson. What's your name and where are you from?
Hey, what's up, man? From Hawaii, and my name is Kahiki Sakata.
Oh, wow. A call from Hawaii. These are my favorite calls. I love when you guys call in, and I know I do the early show on Sundays, and so that's probably way too early for you guys, but I appreciate you calling in. What you got, man? Go ahead and shoot.
Hey, no worries, man. I'm up 5:30 in the morning watching your live show, so
all right,
cool.
well, good. Good stuff, man. Go ahead.
I got two scores.
Okay.
One, if Jalen starts, 34-17.
Okay.
If Tua starts, it's 49-17.
Okay. Couple more touchdowns from Tua. So you got any interesting stories while I got you on the line that you watched Tua like in high school, or any background stories before we let you go?
Nah, it's all through the news, watching him on the news and hearing about him, and just all praise.
How about that Little League team, man? Making some noise in Pennsylvania, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We got two Hawaii teams. They did very well this past weekend. UH Warriors, they won on the road. And, of course, got that Little League World Series.
Hey, I appreciate the call, man. Call in anytime.
All right, thanks, man.
See you, buddy.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on, man? What's your name and where you from?
My name is D. I'm from Birmingham.
All right, what's up, man? Go ahead, shoot.
Yeah, I got a question. I hear a lot of people calling in. I listen to a lot of talk shows, and a lot of people saying that they think Jalen will come out and start, and then Tua will come in. But my question is this: what's the point of fall practice and these guys competing if you're just going to throw Jalen out there just to throw him a bone if Tua's better than he is? I think we need to go with the best quarterback, which proves to be Tua. Jalen right now is kind of in the way, because if you let him start this year, what are you going to do with him next year when you got these other two guys coming in? Are all three of those guys going to sit behind Jalen? I mean, right now I kind of feel like Jalen's kind of in the way now, and I like him, but I feel like, our offense is kind of passed him by right now. What do you think about that?
I mean, you're probably right. I mean, I think it's pretty much said right now that Tua is the better quarterback. Now, that doesn't mean that Alabama can't win with Jalen. I mean, they've done that the past couple years. I mean, he's a good game manager. But I think what we're seeing from Tua is something that's truly dynamic in college football. That's up to Nick Saban to decide what he's going to do and how he's going to play this out. I think if Tua does start and if Tua is the man, I think we're gonna see Jalen transfer at the end of the year. That's I think that goes without saying. But let's see what he does against Louisville, and let's see how he rotates those two quarterbacks. I mean, does it mean anything if Jalen takes the first snaps and then Tua comes in and passes for 300 yards and Jalen has a couple good series? I mean, I think that's good news for Alabama either way. Nick Saban's playing.
Wouldn't it be doing Tua a disservice if he outplayed Jalen in fall practice just to let Jalen come in and start over him?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, do we really know that? I mean, all that stuff's behind closed doors. I mean, Nick Saban keeps it shut down. So, yeah, I mean, from the outside, it looks like Tua has completely outplayed Jalen. But I was just at practice on Wednesday, and I was watching the quarterbacks throw, and Jalen honestly was throwing darts. There was a couple passes that he was on the money, honestly. So I know a lot of people don't like to hear that Jalen's been improving, but I'm telling you what, Jalen's coming with a lot of fire. And it's going to be interesting to see what he can do when he gets the ball, because he's got a big opportunity, coming to win that spot back. But obviously, Tua, from what we've heard, he's the guy.
Okay.
All right, man. I appreciate the call, though. Thanks for calling. Call in anytime, buddy.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, keep calling. 205-686-3604. Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com. All right, here we go. That was quick. All right, you're on the line with Kyle Henderson. What's your name? Where are you from? Hello? Hello? All right. Call in again. 205-686-3604. I'm already in Orlando. Where are you guys at? All right. Am I going to see you guys down here in Camping World Stadium as Alabama takes on Louisville in the opener? There's a couple games going on right now. My New Mexico State Aggies are getting smashed by Minnesota. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Yeah, you're on the line. What's up, man?
Oh, hey, yes. Love the show. This is Rob in Colorado.
Oh, what's up? We finally made it, man. You're losing me the voicemails, but finally, we're on the line together. What's up, man? Go ahead, shoot.
Hey, I'm glad you're doing your show. You're getting all these calls, man. People love to talk about Bama football, and I think this is like the first live show where guys can call in. So I'm glad you did it. I wanted to give my score prediction. I don't see Louisville scoring over 10 points. I feel like our defense is up for the challenge. They're not going to block us. I think our linebackers are too fast and too big, and our secondary, they might be young, but Thompson is a thumper. Deontay Thompson, if you see the energy he plays with, Patrick Sturts, we might see some of Pat, but from what I've seen, Pat is just as good as Savion Smith and Diggs. So I feel like our defense is going to shut them down. And if Tua plays, he's going to be on the bench in the second half because they could not guard our wide receivers. No, and he could put a football in a basketball hoop. So you got to have some top notch Deion Sanders DBs if you're going to stop Tua from getting the ball to our wide receivers. And let's not even talk about the run game. So, yeah, that's my prediction.
No, they got the arsenal. No, I appreciate it, Rob. You got Henry Ruggs. You got Jerry Jeudy. You got Devontae Smith. You got Damian Harris. You got Josh Jacobs. You got Najee Harris. You got Brian Robinson. Should I continue? The offense is fire. And then, of course, with Tua back there, I can't even imagine. I appreciate the call, Rob. Call in anytime, man.
Well, quick question. I got a question for you. Did you hear Vinny Sinceri today on the Tide show?
No, I didn't, but I've heard he's been saying some good stuff. Fill me in.
He spoke about how when he came to Alabama, he really, really, really wanted to be a linebacker, but he wasn't big enough. And they had other people there who were good, and he wasn't going to play, so he switched to secondary, and he had a good career with Alabama. And I think he made it to the NFL for a little bit. Yeah. But basically, what he was saying is trust Saban. He said he's not. Jalen Hurts is not going to play quarterback in the NFL. He's really wasting his time in college and playing time. He's wasting Mac Jones' time because Mac Jones needs playing time, and he's wasting the coaching staff time because everyone that's in the position they are in now, they're going to eventually play in the NFL if they make it. Jalen Hurts is not playing football. Playing quarterback in the NFL. So I think he needs to listen to that Sinceri show with on 102.9 and think about changing positions because quarterback is not going to work.
All right, thanks for the call, Rob. I appreciate it, buddy.
All right.
Hey, good evening. Turn your volume down on your computer.
I got you.
All right, what's your name? Where are you from, buddy?
Dustin, Columbia, Tennessee.
All right, man, go ahead, shoot.
The one thing I want to mention about Jalen, first of all, Jalen, it's going to take him another year to even get him close to NFL ready. So they're not going to invest any more time to him. I think that Jalen already knows he's not going to play. I think they've already discussed this between him and Nick Saban. I don't think he's even going to touch the field. I think he's going to graduate, have another year of eligibility, and he's going to leave. I think they've already decided on Tua, and he's not even going to see the field this year personally.
Wow, that would be a shocker if he just has practiced all fall camp and then he just doesn't take a snap. Now, remember, there's a new NCAA rule that he can play in 4 games, still use that redshirt year, and then graduate. I mean, he's 15 credits away from graduating, so he can play in 4 games, and he can still save this year, technically, for himself. And a new rule came out as well to where Jalen doesn't have to tell anybody who he's talking to. Jalen's going to graduate and then likely transfer if it does shake out that way. Now, we have no idea if he's going to take snaps on Saturday, if he's going to start. Saban's played his cards pretty well. So, I would probably go against you. I think Jalen definitely will play on Saturday.
He believes so?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. I mean, he's looked good. I mean, he looked sharp. I think he's going to battle for the spot. Tua's the guy. I think everybody can see that, but I don't think Jalen's going out with fight. I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for calling in.
Yes, sir.
All right, 205-686-3604. Keep calling in. You can also leave a voicemail, and I'll play it on the show later on if I miss you. So, don't be discouraged if you call in and I can't get to you on time. I sincerely appreciate the show. The call. Fired up for this game. Alabama taking on Louisville. And Saturday, I'm already here in Orlando and excited about it. Hey, what's up? Good evening. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, Kyle. This is Casey. I'm from San Antonio.
Yeah, San Antonio. I love San Antonio. Love the Riverwalk. What's up? What you got?
Yeah, I just wanted to say I believe Tua should start. I think he will.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Jalen, I think he should stay at the quarterback position. Because if that's what you love and you desire, and all we have is an opportunity, then he should stay there and earn his opportunity to play. That's all I wanted to say today.
Hey, man, I appreciate the call. Take care.
I think it.
These shows always morph into quarterback debates, right? I mean, it's like I try to spin it with like game predictions, and you guys can still call in with the game predictions, but it morphs into the quarterback conversation every single time. Hey, good evening. Turn your volume down on your computer.
What's going on, man?
What's up, man? What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Alex, man. Calling from Batesville, Mississippi.
All right, okay. Not too far away from Alabama. What you got, man? Go ahead, shoot.
You know it, man. I got a quick question for you about the quarterbacks. Quick question.
Okay.
Do you think it's going to be a 50-50 game, or do you think it's going to be 60-40, something like that? Because I think both quarterbacks going to play, and I think both quarterbacks can be productive. You answer that.
Yeah, I mean, in most two platooning situations that I've seen in college football, I mean, it's usually some sort of split 60-40, 50-50. I think we'll probably see some 50-50 if I had to guess. But I have no idea what Nick Saban's going to do. I have no idea how he's going to spin it. I mean, he's playing chess. We're all playing checkers. I think Bobby Petrino's definitely worried about the arsenal of weapons that Alabama has on both sides of the ball, especially at the quarterback position. As I mentioned, Jalen has looked crisp. He's looked really good. Same goes for Tua. It's a two-headed monster at quarterback. I know everybody wants Tua in, and Tua's the guy for the job probably, but I don't think he can go either way. Alabama's going to win this game. They're going to win it big. And but in terms of like a 60-40, 70-30, just as Saban said, don't assume anything. So,
right.
I mean, we have no idea. I guess we'll just have to wait to see who runs on the field. And a reporter asked Saban, so when these guys run onto the field, we're going to know who the starter is. And Saban said, don't assume anything. So, I mean, whatever that means. I guess we'll find out soon.
I got you. Now, tell me, off of that, everybody going to ask you about the quarterback. Patrick Surtain, how much do you think he's going to play this year, and how productive do you think he's going to be? Because I've been watching it on and off, and besides Savion Smith and Trayvon Diggs, I see Patrick Surtain and Deontay Thompson being future alpha stars.
Yeah, I think I'm a big fan of Patrick Surtain, and actually his name and the pronunciation is Patrick Surtain. Yeah, like
Really?
yeah. I just posted the enunciations of the players' names on the Bama Insider message boards, and it's actually Patrick Surtain. That's how it's listed. So I've been calling him Patrick Surtain. With that said, I'm a really big fan of Patrick. I think he's got a lot of intangibles that are going to make him the next superstar defensive back at Alabama. With that said, I think he's got a long way to go. I think some of those sophomore wide receivers have really sliced him up during fall camp. Not to say that's a bad thing. I mean, who's going to cover the guys like Devontae Smith, etc. But I think Patrick Surtain is going to play. I think he's going to play Saturday night. The secondary, they're going to mix guys all over the position, all over, from star, from money, corner, safety. I mean, whatever you have it. I think obviously Deontay Thompson is the staple back there. He's the hardest hitter. I think he's going to be a ball hawk. I think he's someone who's going to get 7 to 8 interceptions. But I think Patrick Surtain is going to play plenty this year, and I think he's due for a big year. Appreciate the call, man.
I appreciate your time, man.
Yep.
Y'all have a good one. Roll
You too.
Tide.
Yep. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for the call. Who am I on the line with, and where are you from?
What's going on, man? This is Brad from Birmingham.
What's up, Brad? How you doing, man?
Hey, doing well, thank you.
All right,
hey,
go.
with the running back situation with Damian Harris and Najee, you think Najee will get any start time, or do you think they'll just keep Harrison?
Well, I appreciate the call. I think you're going to see, multiple running backs. I think you're going to see 4 running backs play for Alabama Saturday. I think you're going to see Damian obviously get the start and probably the first carry of the game. You're going to see a lot of Josh Jacobs. You're going to see a lot of Najee Harris. You're going to see Brian Robinson. Any of those running backs could start anywhere across the country. I think Damian, from what I've seen in fall camp, honestly, he's probably the most underrated back in college football. And he's looked exceptional. He's got a high IQ. And with that said, Najee Harris isn't too far behind him. I mean, he's a big back. They're different in stature. Najee's around 235 pounds and loves that stiff arm. I mean, these are big-time backs.
Yeah, he Derrick Henry.
He does. I mean, watch the tape between those two. I mean, they look very, very similar. The thing is, Najee's probably a little bit faster. But I did hear that Brian Robinson, who's right out of Hillcrest in Tuscaloosa, that he's the fastest running back on the team. That's just what I heard. And don't forget about Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, he's looked like a bowling ball that's running like a 4-4. So pick your poison at quarterback, running back, receiver. Alabama's coming for Louisville. Thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it, Brad.
Hey, awesome, man. Roll Tide. Thank you.
205-686-3604. Coming to you from Orlando, Florida, just days away from Alabama, taking on Louisville, 25-point favorite against Louisville in the opener. There's a couple other games going on right now. I'm going to look up that Texas A&M score. They're playing some, let's see who they are. Call into the show, 205-686-3604, and then we'll run over the SEC schedule real quick, and then we'll close it up. All right, Texas A&M 28, Northwestern State 0. That game is Jimbo Fisher's first game as Texas A&M's coach. All right. Good evening. It's Kyle Henderson. What's your name and where are you from?
Kyle, what's going on, man? This is Lee from Atlanta, man. What's up?
Man, you know what? Can I tell you something, Lee? I love Atlanta. I'm serious. I love Atlanta. I love the people. They're so cordial. I love the music. I'm a big fan of T.I., Outkast, and I got a lot of respect for the ATL. But go ahead, man. Go ahead. Shoot.
Hey, I'm going to break it down, man. I love Jalen. Don't get me wrong. I love him to death. But, man, this is the first time we ever had a real quarterback, man. I'm talking about, man, this Tua, man, I had to give him a hug when I saw him because my nephew played Galen Richardson, number 6'8", played offensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get Tua a hug, man. Man, that's the best thing we ever had. I'm talking about since the program, man. I'm talking about this dude is pure, man. This pure. This once in a lifetime.
I mean, I think you're right. I mean, I think Kirk Herbstreit said just a couple days ago, he said if Tua starts and continues to start throughout this season, Alabama will likely have the best offense they've ever had under Nick Saban. Think about that.
Man, the best man, the best of all time, man.
Yeah.
The best since you know, I wasn't around when Snake and all them came through, but I'm talking about, man, Tua pure, man. I'm talking about when you get stuff like this where you gotta go ahead and use it, man. You gotta use it until you can't use it no more. This dude pure, man. This dude pure.
Yeah, he's truly got a gift. He's truly something else. Love his demeanor, love his playing style. I mean, plenty of people have compared him to Russell Wilson, and you know, it's pretty incredible what he's you know, he's the leader to win the Heisman. 4-1 odds. He hasn't even started the game.
Man, I'm telling you, the ball spin out his hand. It's unreal, man.
Yeah,
I'm talking about. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
It's unbelievable. The touch, the velocity that young man has at that young of an age. And you know what?
Listen,
Talia,
go ahead.
Talia, his brother, watch his highlights. We posted on BamaInsider.com just a couple days ago. It's pretty incredible. I mean, he's got a lot of the same mechanics. You know, he's not as big as his brother. I mean, Tua's a big dude, probably 225 pounds, but Talia is another guy coming up.
Yeah. And you know what, man? Tua, out of all the guys in the NFL, besides Brady and what's his name for Green Bay?
Aaron Rodgers.
Man.
Who just got paid.
Everybody else, man, garbage. Garbage. I'm telling hey, you gotta be honest, man. He don't need to sit here lying to you. Tua, I'm serious. Them guys in the league now cannot play, man. Tua got it, man. I'm telling you, this dude, and I'm not just saying it because I'm an Alabama fan, but Tua is real deal, man. Tua's real deal. If Tua starts this weekend, you can book it. I'm gonna win it all. You can book it.
Yeah, I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for calling in.
You too. Be good. Roll Tide.
Yep. All right, I'll take a couple more calls and then I'm gonna crash out. It's a long day. Got from Tuscaloosa to Orlando, and I'm excited. You got college football on tonight. Got college football for Alabama football fans in just a couple days. It's finally here. Alabama versus Louisville in Orlando, Florida. Vegas has Alabama as a 25-point favorite. I'll take a couple more calls, then I hit the switches, and I'll catch you guys back on. Let's see. I'll catch you guys back on Sunday for another show. I'll actually have another spin-off show right after the game where we can talk stats. That won't be live. It'll kind of be a packaged deal that I'll have for you guys. I'm really looking forward to delivering you guys the content right after the game. We have a promo right now. Sign up for a year to BamaInsider.com at half off. Go to BamaInsider.com to learn more of that. Let's see. What else do I have down here before I let you guys go? Take a couple more calls, and then I'll bounce out. But before I do, like I always say at the end of our show, if you're in the United States military, we greatly appreciate what you do for this great country. Civilian salute from us to you. And whether you're watching overseas or wherever you're at, we thank you for joining us tonight on the BamaInsider.com live stream. All our coverage back on BamaInsider.com. Be sure and give us a like, a thumbs up, and thanks for all the comments right here on BamaInsiders.com Thursday night score prediction show. I guess I'll close it out. So, thank you so much for the calls. We've got a ton of calls, a ton of voicemails to go through. We'll catch you guys at BamaInsider.com. Have a great Thursday night. Tons of coverage back on BamaInsider.com. Be good people. I will catch you in Orlando. I'm already here. I'm already checked in. All right. So we'll catch you soon on BamaInsider.com. Be good, y'all.